There is a delegation from the United States of America that are in Kenya today under the AGOA, African Growth and Opportunity Act. This is just an organization where US and other African countries are discussing matters trade and economy, and they see the bilateral relationship, how it can help these African countries, and of course how they can also benefit. So currently they are in the country. Whenever we have a delegation from another country and they are coming in Kenya, the representative from Kenya should be the CS in that particular area. In this sense, it is trade and industry, and of course it goes without saying that the person who should have been leading these talks is Moses Kuria, because he's the minister, or rather CS trade. But he has not been seen anywhere, this delegation, and it is reported that this delegation has given Moses Kuria a wide berth. It is not a rumor, because even the person who is leading the delegation is called Catherine Tai, confirms that they have not met. It is said that Tai has cancelled 2 planned visits or meeting. Let's just read what is reported, that US trade representative steers clear of CS Kuria. Now it goes further to say that the United States Trade Representative Catherine Tai confirmed that she has not met with Trade and Investment Cabinet Secretary Moses Kuria during the trip to the country this week. She, however, declined to say the reasons why she gave the Kenyan CS a wide berth, and instead said, just listen to that, said that the government was well aware of the reasons. Just to quote her, this is what she said: "I did not meet with CS Kuria. In terms of why I did not meet with him, I would have to refer you to the Kenyan government," she said at a media briefing yesterday, adding that she had met with other officials and discussed the Kenyan-US strategic trade and investment partnership. Now, you now confirm that it is not a rumor. And you see, she's saying that if you want to know why, then ask Ruto. Remember, Moses Kuria is a Ruto ally. Ruto gave him that docket, and he has been playing a lot of politics. Before we get to Moses Kuria so much, understand that Tai also met other trade ministers from East Africa, Uganda, Tanzania, Congo, Rwanda, Burundi, and all that. While the host minister was not there, I want you to look at that picture. All the other trade ministers are in a room, they're meeting a delegation from the United States. But the host minister, Moses Kuria, is not there. It tells you that there is a problem somewhere. And it is reported that 2 meetings have been cancelled. They just don't want to meet him. I find it very ridiculous that the reasons why they don't want to meet Moses Kuria were meant to build William Ruto. Moses, of recent, was caught bashing out Nation Media Group because he was complaining that Nation Media Group is biased. And this has been the position of many other Kenya Kwanza team, people like Dennis Itumbi. They have said, if you look at Chiragai, all of them just believe that Nation Media Group is unfair. Nation, kind of exposes the dirt, the rot, the secrets, and so they don't want this. So recently, when Moses Kuria bashed Nation Media Group and even said, warned any government agency that will advertise with the media, that they will face many consequences. This did not go down well because the US ambassador to Kenya, Madam Meg Whitman, is here and they monitor everything. I've always told you that William Ruto was installed by the US and the UK. They have a limit and they are now paying back. This is the reason why Moses Kuria could not gain access to this delegation. They didn't just like how Moses Kuria is carrying himself. The other thing that is suspected to have contributed to this is the recent sentiments that, today is the first bit of the demonstrations that have been called by Azimio fraternity. Moses Kuria really plunged the country into some kind of tension and anxiety when on his tweet he said he will die on Wednesday and he will be buried on Thursday. You see, those are sentiments that should not come from a leader. I know you can be an extremist. You may want to please your bosses. You may want to be a sycophant. And I've seen it not only in the Kenya Kwanza team, even in the Azimio. Such leaders who would want to do everything to please their bosses. But you must know that you could be fueling tension and even deaths by such utterances. When you say that he will die, who are you referring to? And the statements were coming at a time when all of the Kenya Kwanza team was baying for Raila's blood. Some are saying he should be arrested. Others are saying that Raila should be eliminated. And then he says this, and this is not the first time. Moses Kuria has been on record saying that he will give his constituents pangas when he was the Gatundu North Member of Parliament. That he would give his followers pangas to cut Raila into pieces. So such kind of inflammatory statements, loose tongue, are what made him not to meet this special delegation. And it is really a shame and really humiliating to him that he was supposed to be at the forefront, taking pictures. If you look at that picture there, Moses is nowhere to be seen. I'm saying that William Ruto has sacrificed Moses Kuria because he was speaking on behalf of William Ruto. That was a common position. It was said by many others. But now, William Ruto isn't here. This is an individual responsibility. And it should be a warning to many others that sometimes you are doing things and you feel that you're doing it on behalf of William Samoei Ruto. The policemen who kill people anyhowly, those who are using extra force to disperse their Azimio, those who are shooting at Raila's vehicles. A time is coming when you will be alone answering to the charges. When, for example, names will be called to go to the International Criminal Court, you cannot say I was doing it on behalf of Ruto. You don't have any proof, because now look at Ruto at the center there, but Moses Kuria is nowhere to be seen. It is a lesson even to Moses Kuria himself. We should have a limit. As a leader, you really need to carry yourself with certain bit of decorum. Those kind of talks do not really help. You can leave it to the bloggers, because I know the whole thing that he was talking about were meant to cause fears and intimidation. But Moses Kuria is now a leader. Trade is such a very huge docket. And for those who don't know, Moses Kuria is such a learned man. But sometimes he throws the academic section part of the brain away and he remains the Moses Kuria, the Gatundu former member of parliament. And really, it is very shameful, and Moses Kuria should learn. And to all the other government officials, when you are placed in such a certain docket, please work and make changes for the Kenyans who are really suffering. Stop politicking. Politics is left to politicians. If you want to politic, you can resign. This is the reason why Kenya Kwanza is really failing. Because instead of concentrating on how to make lives better, they continue politicking. Now Moses Kuria is not in aid of the meeting. How and what will he do?